Bam. Bam. Oh, didn't work. Hold on. Bam. There it goes. All right. Today is a crazy day. Obviously, my I don't know what's going on with my computer. I tried to take down a banner. It didn't want to come down. But you know what? It's all good because today is the day that the Lord has made. Hallelujah. This is another episode of the Purpose Pod. Welcome. I need to get the little background where people are clapping. Ah. So the main goal of this podcast is to set you on a path towards your purpose. If you're interested in growing your life to the next level in business, faith, finances, anything that's purpose driven, this is the podcast for you. Today is a special day because I have with me a mompreneur who is doing it all. And she's coming out with a new book that she's co-authoring. So I'm excited to bring her on. Let's welcome Kyndra Scott.
Hey,
Kyndra, what up? Hey, girl, hey.
what's up?
Ain't nothing. Shout it, what's going on? I'm over here.
Hey,
Huh. Let me take that back. I can't talk to you like I know you. I'm over here. Shout it, what's going on? What's up, sis? How you doing?
I'm fine. How about you, bro?
You know, life is good. You know, we're out here hustling every day. This coronavirus is out here acting a
Right,
fool. So it's real out here. You know how it is.
right.
So go ahead, Kyndra, and tell people what are you doing right now to stay busy during coronavirus? Like, what is there to do? You know,
It's so
for
much to
you,
do.
you said there's so much to do.
Yes.
So you're a mom, you're a wife, you're an entrepreneur, and coronavirus hasn't really slowed you down or affected you, has it?
No, not really. Everything's basically the same because I was already a stay-at-home mom, so I work from home and I already
Mm-hmm.
homeschool my kids. So I know I've been seeing that a lot, like on Facebook. A lot of people like, how do I supposed to homeschool or how do I supposed to work from home? So it hasn't affected me in that way. And my husband, he still go to work. He's an essential
Mm-hmm.
worker. So my life hasn't been completely changed. Just everything that's going around. We can't move like we want to go, like we want to move. So that's
Mm-hmm.
basically my issue. And I'm a little OCD, so I'm trying to follow all the rules and stay home so we won't get sick.
Yeah. So you're staying busy, and I know the husband you're talking about, Reggie. Reggie. Let's do. You know, the awesome thing that I love about you guys is that both of you are always like digging into something, like learning new things. And Reggie's always hitting me up talking about new business ideas, and he's always, busy trying to get out there. And you're doing the same thing. So is that something that attracted you guys at first together? Were you both like this in the beginning, or did you both started transforming who you are?
Well, Reggie, he actually has his degree. It's a minor in entrepreneurship. So I
Mm-hmm.
never thought about being my own boss until I moved here, which now
Mm-hmm.
about to be 4 years since I've been in Charlotte. So I think the drive, we were both go getters. So I think that
Mm-hmm.
might have attracted to each other. But so yeah, I guess so. Because we
Yeah.
always coming up, we just bounce off each other with ideas. Hey, we should do this, and we think about you, like, oh, we gotta tell bro about this or tell bro about that. But
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all stay on the move, man. So
right.
so what you have, we're gonna go through all the business side of Kyndra Scott, because
Okay.
I mean it's just amazing how you got 5 kids. You just had a baby recently. Like, what was
Yes.
that? A couple of months ago, 2 months, 3 months?
January 1st. She's 4 months. She just turned four
Jan-
months.
Wow. Oh my God. I am the Godfather, everyone, just in case you all wanted to know. I am the Godfather. But yeah, so you had a baby, and
Hmm.
you still continue to stay on this path towards your
Yes.
excellence. So what inspired you to start your home childcare service? Let's talk about that first.
Well, I don't want to give too much away because I want y'all to read my book, but
Mm-hmm.
just I always have somebody else's child. I'm always babysitting. So I said, hey,
Mm-hmm.
I might as well make a living out of this because daycare is very profitable. Unprofitable. So I said, let me look into that. And so
Yeah.
one day I was doing some research, and then I said I'm gonna start my in-home childcare. I know a
Mm-hmm.
lady back home. One of my she's a close family. a friend of the family, so she has in-home daycare. So I hit her up a couple of times, and she gave me a couple of pointers, and so I went on and just did it. I was like, I might as well, because I always, like, every weekend, especially back home, not so when I moved to Charlotte, because I don't know a lot of people here, but when I was at home, I always had someone's kid, like, every weekend. So I just decided to, and I love working with kids. You know, I keep having them, obviously. So
You say you keep having. Yeah, I got another about 10 to 12 coming, so you know we gonna be on the watch for that. The Scott 12. Y'all trying to work out the whole 12 disciples thing. So
hey,
you know, that's awesome.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. That's what God put y'all here for.
The more the merrier.
Yeah. So you were having, you know, you had other people's kids up in the house. We got a lot of people tuning in. We got a lot of family tuning in. What up, y'all? What's up, family? What's going on?
Hey, family. I can't see who's tuning in, but hey, y'all.
You can't see them. So you started your what year did you start that actually? Like what year did you start your childcare?
2017.
2017. Wow. So 2017. So 3 years in the making, and you were doing that while being a mom and a wife, and you were doing that at your home, right? So I know a lot of women are probably asking themselves, like, how did she do that? So you were already with your kids, and you figured, hey, I should make some extra income. I should make some money doing what I already do right now. So let's talk on that. Like, as a mom, how do you become so creative in seeing the value in what you do and making that a resource for your family?
Okay. So how I did that. Okay, so my whole point when I went into the daycare industry is because when I first moved here, it was hard for me to trust people with my kids. So let me put that first. So that's why I started my own in-home, because I wanted to, and it was extremely high. I have 5 kids, so just imagine trying to pay daycare for every one of those kids and after school care. So I was like, hey, let me try to start this myself. So that was very resourceful on my end. So I said, I'm gonna stay home and I'm gonna make a couple bucks so I can help my husband pay the bills as well. So in the meantime, I did it because I wanted to. I love working with kids. So just been able to bless other parents, like the in-home. I think in-home is better than the facilities. Now I do want a facility one day, but it's just that one-on-one experience. You can teach the kids more things. It's less germs. It's more, what you call it, it's a home environment. So some kids have a hard time breaking away from their mothers or their fathers. So just having that home experience, I think that was that's why I wanted to try it, just to see, I guess, to see what it would be like working with my kids and other people's kids. Like, can I train them and teach them the way I do my kids? And it worked out. Like, I still have parents to this day that their kids no longer go here, and they call me, hey, I need to talk to so and so, they're misbehaving today, or stuff like that. So everything, it flowed. It wasn't work, actually. I had fun.
Wow.
Now I had my days. I had challenging days. And the challenging days was more with my kids than the other people's kids. So believe it or not, your kids will, other people's kids will listen to you more than your own kids will.
That's true.
But to have other kids coming in to interact with my kids. So I was home all the time, but I wanted them to meet other kids as well. So, I have boys. So I look for more boys to come in so they can have that relationship with them as well. So it was very resourceful to me in that way as well. So just bringing those different kids in, having my kids to have friends to play with, and me making the income as well. So it was that's how I did it. That's how I made it resourceful for me and my family.
Yeah. So there's moms out there who can do what you did, that let's say right now, and there may be people who have mothers that are nurses, and the mom might want to go to New York to go help out with the coronavirus. Who knows? But so is the process long to do, and is it something that majority of mothers could do?
Yes, it is. It's a short process, but I think majority mothers can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to get it started, I would say give yourself a year to take your 2 courses. You have to take 2 courses, and after you take your courses, you'll get your certification, your NC
Mm-hmm.
certification, and then you have to get your house inspected.
Okay.
So in the midst of that, I do it like this: to kill two birds with one stone. Take your classes, but in the midst of that, you can be getting all your paperwork done, and you can be getting your house in line with the inspection rules. So you have to come
Mm-hmm.
in, you have to have your house have to be set up a certain way. And
Okay.
thank God my house was perfect.
Yeah.
Everything was downstairs where I needed to be. Like the bathroom had to be located in a certain area and all that stuff. So everything
Mm-hmm.
worked out for me. It was just like God leading my steps. So
Yeah.
everything worked out. I had to pay my fees. But
Mm-hmm.
as soon as after my classes were done, which was in December, I was ready.
Yeah.
I opened up right after.
Okay.
And for some, if you want to go ahead and get started, but you won't be what's the word I'm looking for? You won't be
Active or
active.
mm-hmm.
It's another word, but you can have two. So basically, if I wanted to start my childcare, I have to count my kids.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have to count Asani because she's in school. You don't have to count your school age kids, but you have to
Yeah.
count your infants and toddlers.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, you can have 2 kids without being it's a word. It's a perfect word.
Yeah.
You can have 2 kids without getting in trouble.
Okay.
Like if somebody come in, DSS try to come in and shut you down to have a legal. I can't think of the word, but
Yeah.
it'll come to my mind. But you can have 2 kids. So if you want to start a daycare and you don't have any kids, you can have
Mm-hmm.
2 kids and you can start practicing that way. But after
Mm.
you start getting 3 or more kids, you have to have your certifications. You have to
Yeah.
be licensed. You have to be licensed. That's the word, license.
Yeah. License. Oh, that's the
That's
word
the
you were
word I
looking
was
for,
looking
Kyndra?
for. Right. I could not think about. So
Yeah.
yeah, you can have 2 kids and be unlicensed, not licensed, but after that, 3 or more kids, you have to be licensed.
Yeah.
So I started off with I had my godchild for my very first child.
Mm-hmm.
I started off practicing with them, and then during this time I was practicing with them, and then once I finished my classes, I got licensed. I brought more kids in.
Okay. So they could pretty much do what, back in the day. I know they had, like, you could drop your kids off at grandma's house, and you could
Right,
drop your kids off at your homegirl's house. But now I see a lot of things turning into businesses, things that, like Uber, like, yo, let me get a
right,
ride. Uber's
right,
Uber's now the homeboy that gives you a homeboy that picks you up and takes you to
right.
where you're trying to go. So to all the mothers out there, and even are dads allowed to do this? Like, are they allowed to do, like, daddy
Right.
daycare?
Yes, they are.
Okay. So yeah, we
And
don't
then
want to exclude you guys.
and plus, right, because my husband, he has like, so if your wife or you, whoever decides, y'all both have to get background checks. Whoever's
Okay.
in the house, you have to, in order to be licensed.
Okay.
So you might as well. So if he wanted, I know I went to my one of my classes, one of my credentials to get my credentials, and I
Mhm.
had a couple. I had 2 couples in there. They was opening
Yeah.
up an in-home care.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
So I mean, and that's business that if you already have a
Right.
kid or 2 or
Right.
5, or
It's very lucrative. It can be
it's
very
lucrative.
lucrative. Mhm.
Yeah. And I believe that if I had a kid already, and let's say me and Amber, we were like, oh, you know what, times are changing and we don't know what things are going to look like. Let's go ahead, and you could do that in advance just in case
Right.
you want to start your own business, right?
Right. You
Wow.
definitely can. You
Yeah.
definitely can.
Okay. So
It's not hard at all. You just got to do it.
you just got to do it. And
You
Kyndra
just
could
got to
teach
do
you
it.
how as well. Kyndra could teach you. Y'all make sure
Right.
y'all hit her up too. We're gonna drop her information on here because she has a
Right.
lot of information she's gonna share with us. So y'all make sure. Let me go ahead and put this banner up for your information. Her Instagram is right here. Kyndra Scott 1. You can hit her up in the DM
Yes.
and ask her questions and get coached by Kyndra. If you want to start your own, hey, look, coached by Kyndra. I didn't started a whole new thing.
Look, Alan. Actually, probably 5 people this
Yeah.
week then came to me and was like, "Hey, I need you to start mentoring me." Hey, I said I'm about to make this a little business.
Hey, coached by Kyndra. That's what I'm talking about. I just want 10%. That's all I'm asking for is 10%. But so because this is good information, Kyndra, because dads and mom, whoever you want to consider yourself to be, if you could pass this background check, you know, and that's another thing. So if you got a boyfriend or girlfriend and you were like, babe, let's go into business, and y'all just happen to be cooped up together, you're gonna have to go through that background check. And if he dip out, when he get that background check, sister, you know what it was. I'm just playing. So so what lessons did you learn about parenting when you were watching over other children?
I think it was vice versa.
Oh, vice versa. What lesson? So what lesson? How would you? Because like you wouldn't. Your children may behave a certain way, but then I'm sure that the other kids were behaving. You know, like they have different personalities. So did you learn how to deal, or did it teach you more patience, or were you already like that before?
Lord, no, it taught me so much more patience.
Yeah.
Because you can't handle, and that's another thing. If y'all don't have the patience, don't go into the business, because look, it takes a lot of patience.
Yeah.
Oh, a lot of patience and prayer. Because you can't handle other people's kids the way you might handle your kids.
Right.
You just can't. You can't jack them up. Now you can get a little stern with them, but you can't jack them up.
Yeah.
So it taught me a lot of patience. I had to walk away a lot of days. Just walk away. And it helped me also to do that with my own kids, because before I might have just got them, it kind of taught me patience with them as well. Yeah. And I think God was trying to put me through that. He's still teaching me, because with my boys, patience is key. So that's it. It helped me. It did. It gave me great amount of patience.
Yeah. And that's awesome. I mean, you got 5 kids. You're gonna have to, like, if you got 5 kids and you don't have patience, you probably in the jail or something. You probably locked up somewhere because you didn't did something that you shouldn't have did.
Right.
You know. But so it's awesome. Like, so if you got 1 kid, then like we're going to end it on that. Like, if you don't have patience, don't go into childcare. No, it's not childcare services. It's
childcare services.
Childcare services. So don't be. We don't want to see any of y'all on the news after watching this podcast because y'all got inspired and then you wasn't ready. You don't want to be inspired and not ready. Don't get me. Don't make me go on that word.
And it was a lot of prayer, right? You do not want to be inspired and not ready.
Come on, now,
shirt, bro. That's a shirt, bro.
Hey, let me write that down real quick. Deshay, I need you to put that down there so I can remember that. All right, I know Deshay on here, but and my father-in-law's on there. What's up, pops? And Mateo actually gave me this webcam, but so I'm done plugging people in. So, all right. So when did you decide to branch off and create your GB's kids boutique? Like, when did you branch off and do that? Like, were you like, oh, I'm watching kids, I should get into fashion?
Well, okay, so I already like clothes. So I was gonna do one for women first, but I was like, hey, I work with kids. Hey, this is my niche. Stay in my niche. So I'm trying to take over the
stay in the niche.
I'm trying to take over the kids' territory.
Yeah.
See what I'm doing? So all our business kind of interlinked, like even Asani. You can bring hers in because then she's got the cosmetic side for kids. I got the clothing, then I got the childcare services. Then I'm doing children's books.
Come on now.
Stay in your niche. Stay in the niche. So that's my strong point.
Yeah.
And then I have kids. So basically it was easy to stay in that field because if I needed models, I could use my own kids. This is why I'm thinking in advance. So I think I started probably GBS kids, I think 8 months maybe after I started the in-home care. Okay. So it's been a year. It's been a year now. This January made a year.
Wow.
Since I started. So yeah.
So just to let y'all know, so Kyndra, she had her childcare services where she was watching children, teaching children. She wasn't just watching them; she was teaching them.
I was teaching them.
You was teaching them, right?
I had 1-year-olds and 2-year-olds that can do addition problems. Like I wanted these kids to be just like my kids. So I wanted books. You got to know your work. So just imagine a 1-year-old just saying 1 + 1, 2. Right. 2. Kids are so smart. If you train them early, the most vital ages is from newborn to 5. You can fill them in with so much stuff. So I would just get it in daily. So yeah.
So train your kids.
Train your kids.
That's
so I just wasn't watching them. I was working.
You was working. You wasn't just like the neighborhood babysitter.
No.
You was the educator.
And we don't like to be called babysitters because we're not babysitting.
Right. That's why I didn't say that. So I hope you just knew that. You know what I was saying was,
But yes, and it's a lot. Now make
yeah,
sure, because you're the person doing everything from
Pampers.
teaching them, feeding them. You do everything,
You
changing
got
the
to change
pampers. So,
diapers.
yes,
Oh
that's
God.
why I started. And so when I first start, so here's some tips. So when you first start, you try to get everything because you're trying to get the money. You're thinking about the
Mm-hmm.
money. It's not always all about the money.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to stop because I was like, hey, I could keep that child, that child. I had an infant, then I might have had 3. That's a gap. Or infant or 2, that's a gap.
Yeah.
Infants are a lot of work. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh my God, you have to stay on them because SIDS and all that stuff. So you got to make sure you're keeping an eye on them. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to teach my toddlers and then try to do this baby thing. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I have to stop. So I stopped taking infants. And
Okay.
my focus was 10
Mm-hmm.
months, basically, 10 months and up.
Okay.
Because
So
at that time they're not after 8 months they're the SIDS decreases. So
okay.
you don't have to worry about them getting SIDS. So but like
Mm-hmm.
every 15 they have to do a lot of paperwork with infants as well.
Yeah.
So it was just a lot. So I was like, hey, I gotta stop. I had to stop and change things a lot of times until I got to the hang of how I wanted my daycare to be ran.
Yeah. And you didn't go after the money. Like you just went from, oh, I should start a business so I can create income, and
Right.
generate revenue to, okay, now
Enjoying
I
it.
started this and now let me not put so much stress on myself,
Right.
because I want to make some money.
Right. And
you
because
know.
it's you need a peace of mind to be with kids daily, and
Mm,
you will stress yourself out trying to do everything just to try to get money in. So you have to say no to certain things sometimes,
right.
basically.
That's good. So starting businesses, you need to learn how to say no,
Yes.
and then you need to learn how to prioritize what is important for you in the business.
Right.
Okay. So and then we want to leave this. Oh, so on this quick note, this gem that Kyndra just said. So a peace of mind is worth more than a piece of cash. I'm just playing. I don't know where
Cash.
that came from.
No, that's good stuff, bro.
It is. That's word though. I'm
That's
over here making
word.
up haikus and stuff. But so I was saying, like, Kyndra, she did she was doing the childcare services, and then she started GB's Kids a year later,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a fashion for kids. And
Mm-hmm.
yesterday, her 12-year-old kidpreneur entrepreneur was on the show, and she has her own lip balms and what was the other part? Cosmetics.
Mm-hmm.
So this mom right here is, so I'm taking y'all on a journey with Kyndra, and she's going to drop some jewels. Okay. So I hope y'all are getting that. Make sure you guys are following her on Instagram, write that down, and make sure y'all remember that, because we have some important news that is about to drop at the end of this conversation. And make sure if you guys have questions, post it in here and we will get to the questions in like 15 minutes. Okay. And then, yeah. So Kyndra,
Mm-hmm.
you started these businesses,
Mm-hmm.
and you still remain a mom, you still remain a wife, you still remain Kyndra, first of all, because I'm pretty sure let's talk about self-care with these two businesses right now, and then we'll move on to the rest of the stuff. So self-care, how
Mm-hmm.
have you been taking care of yourself while having these businesses?
Well, to be honest, bro, I haven't had much time lately.
Mm-hmm.
It's right now. You see, it's hard. My self care. I like to go get my petties and my
Right.
manis,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't do that. So I just been, and on top of that, the new baby was here. So, but even
Mm-hmm.
before this started, I hadn't had time to. It's well overdue. But
Yeah.
that's an important thing. You have to do self care.
Mm-hmm.
And also, believe it or not, me going to networking events was self care for me. Like just to get
Wow.
out of the house, because I'm
Mm-hmm.
here. Your business is in your house. I'm here all day. I'm here with
Right.
my kids. I never get a break from my kids. So
Mm-hmm.
just going to networking events, meeting other like-minded women, it
Mm-hmm.
was just that was my self care as well. So
Yeah.
I can't wait to start doing that stuff again.
Yeah.
But it's very important. Like you really have to put your self care in, or you will burn yourself totally out. And
Mm.
I think that's I had plenty of days that I felt like, oh, I got to get away. I got to get away
Yeah.
because I'm constantly doing stuff. My
Mm-hmm.
mind is like overload all the time because I'm
Yeah.
always thinking about something or always have to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's never a downtime, and that could be a good thing and a bad thing,
Yeah.
if you get what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying. I know exactly what you're talking about, because I can sit here. we could have me and you. We've done it a couple of times. We have
Right.
conversations and we just start thinking about different business ideas
Right.
and all of that stuff. So I
Right.
think so. That's the quick note. And what Kyndra is saying is like, you could be doing all of this stuff. You could be doing all this great stuff, starting your businesses. But if you
Mhm.
don't take time to do what you need to do to feel satisfied as a human being, as a
Yes.
person, then
Yes.
you will fall apart.
Fall apart.
You don't want to fall apart over money.
Right. You
Mm-mm.
don't.
You don't, because money don't fall apart.
Right.
But so I'm over here saying crazy stuff. So what keeps you going then? Like you're starting, you have all of these businesses. You
Mhm.
haven't had time to really do self-care yet.
Mhm.
So what keeps you going?
My family, my
Yeah.
babies. I am so stuck on leaving them legacy,
Mm,
leaving them
come on.
generational wealth.
Mhm.
Like, I don't want my kids to be in debt. A lot of people of color, they leave more
Mhm.
debt than, businesses or just generational wealth
Mhm.
in all. So I
Yeah.
don't want to be like that. I want to leave businesses. I want to leave things that they can continue so they can
Mhm.
keep building and keep growing this family of generational wealth. So I just got a legacy to build. So that's
Mhm.
my drive. My kids, looking at them every day,
Yeah.
they are my push.
Wow. So that's awesome, Kyndra, because you're saying like leaving a legacy is what keeps you going.
Hmm.
And leaving a legacy means that you got to put in work, right?
You got to put
Like,
in work, bruh. You got to put in work.
so what
What?
keeps you going isn't like a paradise mentality, like, oh, I want to be on a beach somewhere. Oh,
No,
I want to buy a Benz and I want to
no,
get that. And those are cool things, but you're
it don't
saying
matter.
it don't matter about those things don't matter. That your kids, if you left a Benz for your children or you left a big 5-story house, that's
What
great. No, I
you?
mean so the house is another thing.
The
It could be great.
house, yeah,
The house is cool.
yeah,
We can talk about that. Just if the
right,
house puts your kids in debt because you bought a $2 million house and didn't leave $2 million for your children, then we could
exactly,
talk. If they
right.
got then we could talk. But other things like traveling and doing all that stuff, that's extra stuff, and it's and
That's
it's
extra stuff.
it's temporary stuff too. Like I think about trips to Jamaica, Bahamas, and all that stuff. Like we've done it. It was great experiencing, all of that stuff. But then when you get back home, it it goes away, and
It
you're
goes
looking for
away.
the next fix of vacation.
Right,
You know,
right, right. And that's good if people, but that
it's
shouldn't be
fun.
your
It's
main
good.
goal. That should
Yeah,
not
it
be your
shouldn't be
main
your
goal because
goal.
you need a
Exactly.
break. Like if you want to go and spend that time with your family, but I don't care about no bins. I don't care about the
Hmm.
next pair of shoes or that.
Yeah.
If I can afford that stuff and if I can get it,
Right.
that's down the line. That's okay, but that's not my main goal. I do not care about
Right.
that stuff. You go and see
Yeah.
Kyndra rocking her GBs and stuff like that because I'm trying to be self-advertising. So I
Right.
don't care about none
Exactly.
of that stuff. Um,
Exactly.
just just having generational wealth. It's time to put that poverty mindset away and
Hmm.
just leave our kids with. I seen this. What's that meme? It said our kids want to be left with wealth. It was something instead of shoes and
Hmm.
clothes and stuff, and that's
Yeah.
true.
It is.
That's
It is
true.
true. I mean
It's
and like we're not preaching don't enjoy your life, people,
right,
because
right.
people if their feelings are involved, if you're listening to this and your feelings just got touched,
You
like
might
at
need to get
church, they'd be
checked.
like, "Get off my foot, pastor." Well, it's because your foot is in the aisle. You should not
Right.
have your foot in this aisle. I'm just playing.
That's true
it,
though, bro.
it is real. But look though, because I'm the kind of person like Amber keeps me balanced. Cause I'm like, Amber, I want to Audi. I want to have this. I want to, I want this. And like,
Right.
she's like, I'm going to drive my car until the wheels fall off, and I'm like, I
That's
don't get it.
Amber.
Yeah,
That's
that's Amber.
Amber. That's
Amber, that's
Amber.
Amber.
That's Amber, but that's Reggie too. So
Yeah.
I think we both Libras.
Yeah.
So but it's I don't care about like I said, I don't care about the car, but
Right.
if I get to a place, I'm like, hey, I might switch it up quick, but
Right.
that's not the goal. That's not the
It's
goal.
not the goal, but
That's not
if
the
it could
goal.
happen, you let it happen, because
Right,
God's
right,
desire is to bless us. Like we're not,
right.
even as Christians, and even if you're not a Christian, God's desire is to give you blessings and stuff, but if you're like, my mother-in-law actually called me earlier and she was just like, we were talking, she's like, Alan, what is it, that you want? I was like, man, when I graduate, I would love to have a good engineering job, and to make all this money. She was like, but Alan, You have to be satisfied with what you have now, because you do not need or lack for anything.
Yes.
And I thought about it, Kyndra, and I was like, wow, 7 years ago, I was trying to figure out where I was about to live. I was, I ain't had no money in my pocket. You see what I'm saying? So we go, yeah, but that's what we're talking about. Like,
right. That's good stuff. Look, we about to preach over here. That's good stuff though, bro. Right.
Right. It's
because I look back and I was just like, hey, I want to move faster than what I'm moving. Mm-hmm. But then if I look back and I go check my notebook that I wrote, this is where I want to be. I'm there.
Right. You're there.
I'm there.
Yeah.
And you just gotta, you just gotta really appreciate, and that's what God has been telling me. And I'm glad you just confirmed that, because He's been telling me that all week. You gotta enjoy what you have and where you at right now.
Right now.
For the other stuff to come in.
Come on. That's real though. It's right. Come on, they're gonna eat out here. Y'all gonna eat today, y'all. So but so like just being grateful for where, and you said you wrote down like, where you want it to be, and you look at it now and you're like, wow, I'm right here right now. I started my clothing brand. I started my daycare. I started not my daycare, my childcare services. I started, writing my books, my family books. I started, you're on a co-author. We're going to talk about her the new book that's coming out, Glambitious Guide to Momprenuers, like to being a mompreneur, like. So we're going to talk about that, but we're going to eat too. So
right.
But I'm just so like, I'm so amped up right now, Kyndra, because the revelation part, like when you get the revelation of life, and it's not just the gassing up. We don't have to gas each other up to be like, oh yeah, life is going to be great, all that stuff. But when you get the revelation that you're not where you used to be, like when the old folks just start doing praise dancing because they say I'm not where I used to be. Right. Come on, man.
It's real. Like that's when you start feeling like you.
That's when you start feeling it.
You start feeling it, and you will become more thankful.
Right.
Because you were like, God, I was feeling down, and then I'm like, oh my God,
I'm not where I used to be.
Couple years, I was nowhere.
Right.
And it's mentality as well. Like my mindset wasn't here, or oh my God, it's just like growth. The growth is real, bro. So once you see that, you're like, God got you. You're gonna keep going. You're gonna keep moving forward. So just enjoy where you are at and be thankful.
Come on, y'all heard her, Pastor Kyndra Scott out here dropping them. I'm just playing. She ain't no pastor, but she a pastor. But yeah, that was good. That was a good word. Everybody hit them likes and them hearts. Make sure you hit them follow buttons too, because we're out here dropping this knowledge. So be grateful for where you are right now, and think about it, where you used to be, even if you weren't even in a bad place. And you've made progress. Think about the progress, the growth. I've come a long way, yet there is more.
Yes.
Amen. Pastor Oliver. Hey, so Kyndra. All right, so I'll get back to you, Kyndra. My bad. I'm sorry. We was on the medicine right now. We was on that medicine, getting pumped up for the future, girl. All right, so all right, hold on. Let me calm down. I get a little when I get pumped on this motivation.
Me too, bro. Look, that's why you're in your calling. You in your calling.
You're right, because I'm not stressed out about doing this. And you look, remember you were like, Alan, I'm nervous. Girl, you out here killing the game, girl.
But I guess the conversation, once we start talking, I'm fine now.
Yeah. But yeah, so and we're giving y'all the back office story before we came on live. Kyndra was like, I'm nervous, bro. I'm nervous. So you don't let nervousness keep you from doing great things.
Yes. Don't let fear stop you.
Don't let fear stop you.
Yes.
Amen. Come on. I'm over here. Amen. That's when you grew up in church. When you just start saying amen over. Amen. Amen. They say, hey, pass that drink. I was like, amen. All right. So, all right. So we talked about what keeps you going. That's awesome. So what keeps you going is your family, leaving a legacy. That's just amazing and beautiful. And in this generation, there's a lot of selfishness happening to where people will do anything just to get themselves out there in front of other people. Like I love the people that I have in my life, like you, Reggie, and Deshae, all our friends, like everybody that's watching right now, and everybody that supports. I really do appreciate these people because they see like when you started GB's Kids and you started your child services and you started your book and you started Asani started her lip balm and cosmetics, like I'm pretty sure there were people willing to support, and that is the beautiful thing.
Right. You have to have those people in your circle, Alan, because like you said before, and I think you prayed this over me, but I know I'm supposed to help other people. So before me going up to being this entrepreneur, I would ask people, or sometimes my pride went, because nobody don't want to really help you, or they think it's just like an arm and a leg. You ask them something, they give you this little bit, or I don't know, like, bro, how'd you do it? So it's people. Look, first of all, you cannot stop nobody from getting to where they're going. If they really determined, they're going to get there regardless. So like I was struggling with my book. I couldn't figure stuff out, but I figured it out. Like, but this took, I was up like late hours, just trying to figure it out. So it got done. For the people that didn't want to help me, it got done. But
just let y'all know.
It just helped. It's the selfish mentality out here. And you cannot stop somebody from reaching their goals. It's enough of money, because that's what everybody's just so worried about. It's enough money to it's enough. It's enough. So just help that person. That's what me part of this, the book is just uplifting and helping those women that want to pursue entrepreneurship. Giving them some jewels and helping them reach those goals.
So let's jump into your book, because we've been on for 36 minutes, and I want to make sure that people who have been watching, who might leave in the next 20, I want to make sure that they hear this, because you are doing a giveaway thing too, right?
Right.
Okay, so you actually wrote other books before you started co-authoring this book. Could you just mention your other books so that people can know, your path and what you've done already as an author?
Okay, I have 2 children books in my niche. I have Jesus Teaches Me My ABC. It was my very first book. And then a couple months later, I came out with my family series, which is A Day at the Zoo with the Scotts. So I have, I don't have, here you go, A Day at the Zoo with the Scotts. Can y'all see? And all these are available on my website and on Amazon. This is a rough copy, but
Jesus Teaches Me My ABC.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. So y'all got that. She already wrote 2 books, children's book, and make sure you get that for your children.
Got a coloring book as well.
Coloring book. So she already.
Jesus Teaches
Kyndra,
Me.
You're just. I told y'all when I posted this, I wasn't joking. I wasn't joking about who I was bringing on. You know what I'm saying? So this girl out here killing the games.
I'm trying to, bro. I'm trying.
That's crazy. But
the hustle don't stop.
The hustle don't stop. Hashtag the hustle don't stop. But Kyndra, so that's crazy. So you got a coloring book, Jesus Teaching Me ABCs, A Day at the Zoo with the Scotts, and like, so your family should be on Steve Harvey. First of all, I'm gonna call Steve tomorrow. And if y'all got Steve numbers, tell Steve to give me a call. I've been trying to reach that man for the past 2 years. But
for both of us, we both need to go on there, bro.
We both need to get on there. Steve, if you're watching, call us. 1-800, call us. So you have those books right there. Let's talk about the new book that's out that you're co-authoring, and it's coming out on Mother's Day.
Yes.
So go ahead and tell the people about that really quick.
This book is a glambitious guide to being a mompreneur. So it's basically different mothers who are entrepreneurs. So we just tell you guys our highs, our lows, everything it took us to get to entrepreneurship. So it's just basically a lot of testimonies. So I read a book probably last year similar to this, and it was so motivating just to hear other women and their stories, their struggles, their highs, their wins and their loss. It was just amazing. So it even pushed me more. Like, I have 5 kids, but that don't have to stop me.
Right.
I can have 10 kids, and my goals are going to be, I'm going to reach them. Right. So just that book, the book is very, very inspirational. Oh my God, it's inspirational. I read the rough draft. We got the rough draft last night, and I was in here. I'm like, oh, I wrote that. So it's I think it's about me and I want to say 10 other mothers in this series.
Wow.
So
So
each one just
there's a lot of gems in that book then.
right.
Okay.
So from different, which is different businesses, from doctors to
Mm-hmm.
daycare owners.
Yeah.
It's just different women
Yeah.
doing different things, and they're just dropping their jewels.
Yeah.
It's a very good book. So
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I mean it's awesome. You got the awesome book cover, so everyone has their part of the book covers, right? Like they can put their own picture on the book cover,
Right.
right?
Yep. So every woman that participated, their picture is on their copy.
Okay, that's
hmm
awesome.
And I
So,
have two other friends that join me as well. So two other
mhm.
people that I know are in that book as well. So I'm just excited. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
yeah, that's exciting because you got a group of women. I mean,
hmm
when I grew up, while I was growing up, I heard a lot of women say, especially in the African American community, I don't get along with women. You know, I would hear
Right.
that all the time. Like, I don't get
Right.
along with women. I don't hang out with women. I don't like women. Right.
Right.
So,
Right. Me too. I would hear
so,
that
so,
too.
so this is amazing that a group of women got together and were able to tell their stories and share their stories in one whole book, and
Yep.
no one fought over, like, you know,
Nope.
anything that you could imagine. 10 women getting together writing a book, you know,
Right.
and that takes so much humility and like, because you have to be humble first and foremost, because you're like, you know what, their stories are just as important as my stories,
Yes.
and you got to have some self-validation, like my story is just as important as their stories.
Right. True. True.
So,
And because
oh, go ahead.
everybody can't be in charge. I guess that's the
Mm-hmm.
word. Like
Yeah,
everybody has a chance to shine. Like
yeah.
if I can support that sister, like support that sister. And the
Mm-hmm.
same here. If it's my time to shine, then let me do it. And then we can all have that moment.
Exactly.
Um, but some people
Exactly.
don't know how to do that.
They don't know how to
Like
share.
they don't know how to share.
People don't know how to share
It's
the light.
competition all the time. And
Yeah.
it's a good thing. It's healthy competition,
Right.
or just trying to step over people
Yeah.
constantly. Like
Mm-hmm.
it gotta stop, man. It gotta
Yeah.
stop.
It's true. So you gotta never stop chasing your goals, but
Mm-mm.
stop the hate. Stop the
Stop the
hating on
hate.
people. Stop talking about people's businesses, because it could be
Right.
like, if people's business is falling apart and you see it happening and you're talking about it, why don't
Right.
you? Never mind, I ain't gonna go there. Anyway, so
Right. Because that's a long story, bro.
that's a
We can
long story.
talk on that
I
all
don't want to
day.
go there. I don't want to go there.
Right.
But let's
And with me, I think my goal, as much as
yeah.
I want people to support, because I'm a small business, like I spend so much money in small. Like,
Mm-hmm.
are y'all gonna see me now? I don't even wear other clothes. I think I just wear t-shirts, because I got
Right.
from your t-shirts to my sis
Mm-hmm.
t-shirts and stuff like that. Because I mean, I want to support. You have to
Mm-hmm.
support your fellow small business. You have to. Like,
Right.
that's how we're gonna stay afloat.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't want to do that, and so you have to
Mm-hmm.
have a circle. Like me on Instagram, I found a group of moms. It's called
Mm-hmm.
the Rooted Mommies. And Alan, it's just like I walked into a different atmosphere. It's just
Yeah.
very support. Like we are there for
Wow.
each other, to support each other.
Yeah.
So one person got something going on, we all trying to be on it, and vice
Mm-hmm.
versa. And I feel like that's how it should be, because we can all grow. We can
Yeah.
all be good at what we need, at what we're doing, if we just
Yeah.
have people supporting instead of just looking.
Right.
Like,
Just looking.
trying to see, like, just looking.
See what happens. Let me
What
see
happened? What's going on?
will
And
it really work?
will it have? And a lot of things too. I feel with small businesses, people. Oh my God,
Talk
we
about
hold small businesses so much accountable,
it. Mm-hmm.
more than these big companies.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense. Like,
It
I need to
does.
make sure. So if we have, we might have some malfunction. Some products might malfunction, and you get a
Right.
malfunction product. And I get malfunction products from big companies all the time. I
Right.
let it be. Hey, can I get my money back? Or if I can't, I'm not going to ever shop there again.
Never
Or
shop
I'm
there
going to
again.
put, people
Right.
put, or she ain't what she say she is, because you
Mm-hmm.
might you have to come on. We
Come
gotta
on
we gotta
now.
do better than that.
Yeah.
We have to do better than that. And I see that a lot. I
Yeah.
see people. I hate to see people bashing other. Like, don't talk to me about it. It
Yeah.
is what it, because I'm a small business owner, so
Mm-hmm.
I know that you don't know what that person went through to get what she had
Right.
to get where she needed to get.
Yep.
So I don't like that. Just
Yeah.
like they'll go bash like her business ain't what it is because this product won't that. You know, people, it might have been a bad day or it might have
Right.
been a bad batch or whatever.
Bad batch, bad
So
day, bad. Everybody got a bad something. Bad
right,
back, bad ankle.
right. But you know what? Now our I feel like us millennials, a lot of people are venturing out into entrepreneurship. So
Mm-hmm.
watch your attitude.
Watch your
Cause you're gonna want
attitude.
that same you're gonna want that same support. So
Exactly.
keep it, just
Exactly.
keep it, support others and you'll get
Support
that stuff
others.
back in return.
Yeah. And so like for people who don't have a business, like what does support look like? Like what does it look like to support a small business owner? Like what could they do? Social media or tell
So
people
social media wise, you can like, share, it takes nothing. When
so
people
is there an algorithm to it like that could help? Like I think it's
right,
important for them to understand how social media works. So
right, because I don't think a
talk
lot of
about that.
people understand that.
Hmm.
Especially like on Instagram. Instagram is basically it's for business.
Hmm.
People use it for other things, but it's a business. It's great for business. And so like if you're following somebody, like at first when I first got on Instagram, I wasn't thinking about business. I was just on
Right.
Instagram. Now that I'm into that other world, I'm like, oh, this is what this is for.
Hmm.
So you see, don't just look at the person thing or just share. If somebody
Yeah.
posts something about their business, because I think a lot of things too, people get tired of seeing the same. Hey, the same commercials
Hmm.
come on TV every day, all day.
Every day. And the same
You see
commercial
the
come on the
same,
radio.
right? It's for a reason. So
Right.
you're gonna see me post about GBs and Jesus teaching me my ABCs and
Right.
Asani flip bomb constantly because those are my businesses. I'm my own
Exactly.
marketing team.
Hmm.
So it takes nothing for you to share, like a button, or if I do a poll to just like to do the poll, participate in the
Right.
poll because
Yeah.
that it's the logarithm will send your stuff out to other people
Hmm.
because people don't know it's only 10%. You have, say you have 1,000 followers, only
Hmm.
10% of your followers are seeing your post.
Yeah.
So the more people that like or comment, the more it'll go out to different
Hmm.
people. But if the
That's
same
true.
people doing it, or if you're not and you have to feed your Instagram too. You have to
Yeah.
post as well.
Content. Yeah.
You have to do the stuff as well. So it's a
Hmm.
lot. But
Yeah.
so
It's
just
not just posting. Like it's not just
no,
hashtagging and posting. Like
no,
you got to
no.
do a lot.
You gotta do a lot. You
And
got to do a lot,
so
but you
I
want to
know.
use that platform to help your business.
Right.
It can be very helpful for your business as well.
Facebook, like all of that. And
Right?
Amber just put it. Amber just told me she was like Facebook is owns Instagram. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. That's why you
Yeah.
can use both. I didn't. I was
Right.
completely clueless. So, but so like, and I just started like I just created a new page that I'm about to work on to put all my podcasts. I got the Purpose Pod page on Facebook, so people are going to see. Oh, Alan has like Alan Levi speaks brunch with ties. Da 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 da. And
Right.
that's
Right.
just don't get mad at me. All right, I'm just
Right.
hustling. I'm just doing things the best way I know how. If y'all see my life over here, I got papers everywhere because
Same
I'm
here,
busy.
bro. Same here, bro. Same here. And look,
So
that's what because and it's a lot because I'm trying to run 3 different Instagram accounts
right,
right now, and
hmm
plus my Facebook. And
yeah, it gets
so
real.
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah. So what advice would you give to yourself if you could travel back in time, let's say 5 years ago? Like,
Mhm.
what would you tell yourself to do before starting your businesses?
Bruh,
Like, what are like, give me like three things.
save. I don't know if I have to save more. Okay, okay, this is a good one. Save more money.
Mhm.
So when I say save more money, I would have saved more money in the beginning. So when I started, I would have had enough money so I can delegate my tasks.
Yeah.
Meaning I can, all right, so when you're an entrepreneur, a small business entrepreneur, you're doing everything. You're
Everything.
doing it. So if you make products, you got to make the products. You got to ship the
Hmm.
product out. You got to advertise. You got to make sure everything. You have to do everything: the
Everything.
accounting, the marketing, stuff that you personally might not be strong at.
Right.
So the whole thing is, I'm a person that likes to know how to do everything. That's
Hmm.
just me. Now, am I good at doing everything? I'm mediocre. I can touch bases on a little bit of everything, but
Yeah.
you have to. I wish I would have had those people had enough money to pay certain people to help with my marketing, help with my accounting, because that stuff is important as well if you want your business to be successful. So and you got to think about it. That's what they do. They specialize in marketing. They specialize in it. That's their business. Right. So you could be on a whole nother level if you have the right marketing team, the right accountant. So I wish I would have had enough money to pay. I guess because that's still staff. Right. To pay for some staff. Exactly. So right now I'm just trying to I'm just trying to build a team that can help me, because I do all this stuff by myself and it's overwhelming, and I'm not doing it to the capacity that it could be done. Right.
And I feel you. I'm the same way. And these things cost money, so it's not cool for new small businesses to, like, you got to use your resources to do what you need done, so that's why we get into creating our own websites, managing our own Instagrams and Facebooks, and making flyers and sending out flyers, and like we're doing all of these things because it costs a lot of money. It costs a lot of money to run. So that's why you start dibble dabbling and everything, and it's a good and bad thing because you learn stuff. Like all my websites I did. Now I don't like my website per se, but everybody else love them. But I was like, no, this can be done, because when you want something done, you want it done. So then I had to hire somebody. I finally was able to hire somebody to do my website. So my websites are being worked on now. But just if I would have had that capital in the beginning, because everybody say, I see, like, start your business. You can start at a low with not so much. You can start a daycare business like under 1,000 in-home daycare business. You can start it maybe with under 1,000. But if you think about all the other stuff that comes with it, you might want to have a little bit more saved up, so you can advertise and you can because with accounting, like I need a CPA now, because with my online boutique, I think you have the choice to do it annually, but I do mine month to month, my taxes. And that's a whole nother world, because I don't know what I'm doing when I went over there and try to do those taxes. Right. And then you can get penalized for doing it wrong. So I just feel like if I would have told myself a couple of years back, I would have had enough money saved up to delegate my tasks. Yeah, and I think that's a major. What would you tell yourself if you could go back 5 years? So for the people that aren't starting their businesses, or they haven't started yet, or you're just getting started, like, I hope you guys are listening, like, really close, because you could save a lot of time. A lot of time. But the biggest part, you won't stress yourself out as much, because Alan, once you like your motivational speaking or whatever, you like doing this stuff, that should be your main focus. My main focus, right? You can't focus on that when you're trying to do this, that. It's not possible. Yep. So that's when you can start seeing burnout, your mind on overload, and I think that's why I might be on overload, bro, because we try to do everything. Yep. We're trying to do everything. So that's that. I think that would be my biggest, like, don't sheer from starting your business, but let's have a little bit to get at least some help in. I'm not saying like hire a whole staff, but get some help in to help you out. I think that's the biggest thing. I definitely would have more help. Yeah. So and internships. I didn't know a lot of interns. If you can for cheap. Yeah. People that want to get their feet wet. You can find some interns that's willing to help, and you can put on your payroll, and you don't have to pay them as much. Yeah. And that's the truth. So that's actually where I'm taking everything to soon. I actually Anissa Palmer, I'll be talking to her on Monday. She's a veteran, but I talked to her for like 45 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, and she just dropped a whole lot of knowledge on me. And but that was one of the things she said, is that, like, internships, like, there's actually a site that I will give you. And I think I know it, bro. Okay, so look, if y'all don't know the site, I'm not going to tell you right now, because they don't do it on the big shows. And if you want to know, make sure you follow Kyndra. And type in. But you know what, bro? One site that I got, we gotta come together on that. It didn't work. Okay, well, we gotta figure out if that's the right one. Okay, if it's not, then I know. So we're gonna talk about it. But for all you out there who own a business, we have a secret, and we're not going to tell you. You know why? Because they don't tell you out there, and it's not free. But you don't have to pay for it. So hit us up. But you gotta follow. You gotta make sure you follow and share this video. If you, matter of fact, if you have a business and you want to know about the whole how to get interns and all that good stuff, the website for it, make sure you follow me and Kyndra, and make sure you share this video. And share the video and tag Kyndra and I in the tag so that we can see that you did it.
Right.
And then we will give you the website for free.
Right.
So how about that? How about them apples?
Right.
So that's how we're gonna hustle out here. Hey,
right. Hit
man,
them follow buttons.
Hit them follow buttons with your fingers and thumbs. So cool. But yeah, so Kyndra, we're about to wrap it up, and I want you to go ahead and tell people again about your book and when it's coming out, like the date is coming out, and how can they order it, and yeah, how can they order it?
All right, so my book comes out next Sunday on Mother's Day, May 10th. So you can get your pre-orders in right now. You can go to my website, my kids online. I just put it on there today. That's www.gbskids. That's KIDS boutique boutique.com. And you can go on there and get your pre-orders in. Now for an ebook, I have ebooks and hard copies. Ebooks are $10 and my hard copies are $15. Now, once they debut on May 10th, they are going up a couple dollars. So
like 15,
and it's going to be shipping. So go ahead and get your pre-orders in right now. It's a bunch of moms just telling you, just dropping jewels, telling you their trials, their tribulations, telling you what they went through. Because it's very inspirational, motivational book. So it's you can see yourself in some of these stories. I guarantee that, because I know when I read a book like this before, I can see myself like I went through that. Oh, she overcame it. Yeah. Let me keep going, man. Let me keep pushing. Going. Let me keep pushing.
Yeah. So. And that's the story we want you all to get, is that the Purpose Pod and us chasing our dreams isn't us trying to sell you a whole lot of stuff or convince you that you should be following us. Like, we don't want to do that. We want our work ethic, and we want you to really just have faith in us, believe in what we're doing. A lot of times you guys will start jobs before they ever give you your first. I mean, not a lot of times. Every time you guys, we all go to jobs that promise us a paycheck, based on the hours that we're going to work. And we believe in those people, because they're established and it's a large company and stuff like that. But what about us small people out here who are trying to become big people?
Some of them started out, most of them started off like as small.
Exactly. Facebook started off small. Everything has a small beginning. Even everything starts in seed form, and it has a chance to become full and to produce fruit for everyone. See, Kyndra, the awesome part about a tree, and especially a tree that bears fruit, is that many people can benefit from one seed, being planted. So I hope you guys see that Kyndra's life is a seed. My life is a seed, and we're all planted in different parts of this world. We're all building our dreams, and we're all doing what makes us happy and what God has purposed us to do. So the moment that you allow yourself to water us at times, or even give us shade when we're burnt out, and give us comfort, and it may not be words at times. It may not be money at times. It could be words, whatever it is, we need you guys so that we can thrive. And so that when we thrive, we can give back to our community. We can start doing larger things like $100, $1,000 cash prize offering. Like, we can start doing greater things as we become greater. And we promise that we will take care of you guys. We will not leave you behind. We will help you build your businesses. If you come to us and if you want help, we're not going to charge you right now to get help. But once we get our programs established, that's another story, because knowledge is power, and knowledge is worth a whole lot of money out here.
It is.
So yeah, that's just a little, little drop
good
right
stuff.
there.
Good stuff, bro.
Yeah,
that's
Kyndra.
Good stuff.
But Kyndra, I really do appreciate you being on the Purpose Pod. You killed it today. Like, I'm just so proud of you, because you just did an awesome job. You helped me out. Like, you made it easy for me to have this podcast. So thank you so much. You guys see www.gbskidsboutique.com.
Yes.
And if you guys want to give, if you want to donate, if you want to help Kyndra out, her Cash App is, what is it?
$Kyndra. That's KYNDRAS. No space.
S.
So $Kyndra S.
Yes. I just put it in the comments. Bam, right there. So if y'all want to go support her, and you don't want to buy a book, or you don't want to buy a shirt for your kids, or you don't want to buy anything, but you just want to support her and her business, like, please go ahead and donate and give it to her and hook her up. Like, this ain't about me. This ain't about donating to the Purpose Pod. This is about Kyndra. So you guys go out there, and if you're my followers, please go follow her. Please go support her. Please, please, please.
Vice versa. Vice versa.
Yeah.
Y'all go follow Alan.
Bring your tail over here, Clara. Bring your tail. I'm just playing. So anyway, they're gonna take my show from me. Nobody can take my show because it's my show. I'm just playing. All right. So I hope you guys have a blessed day, Kyndra. Thank you so much. And I'm going to do the wrap up after we get off here. So thank you, Kyndra, for your time. Have a great one. Congratulations on your book and your success. I wish you much more awesomeness. Thank you. Bye. So this has been another episode of the Purpose Pod. That was an amazing show. Oh my God, I'm inspired. Oh my God, I'm about to start another business. Somebody call Jesus. All right, I'm just playing. So, but yes, man, I hope you guys are loving the Purpose Pod. I actually just started a Facebook page, The Purpose Pod, at The Purpose Pod. So if you click at The Purpose Pod, I just started that page. I haven't put anything up yet, but you can go ahead and start following it because I'm going to start sending y'all information on that page soon. And I will be hosting my podcast on that page and not my personal page. And I will host it on YouTube as well. So if you're not subscribed to my YouTube, please go subscribe to my YouTube right now, today, at this hour. Go follow Kyndra. Go follow me. We love you guys. I hope you stay motivated. I hope you stay dedicated to what your craft is. Do what brings you joy. Please, I'm challenging you. Live your life to the fullest. This is the Purpose Pod. I'm Alan Levi Simmons. Peace.